Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another hip hop related video. And I was just wanting to give my take on this. And in this video, like this legend, this is a West Coast legend. He was discovered by another West Coast producer and another West Coast rapper, Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is from Compton, and this legendary artist, this artist is an OG. He from Long Beach. Like his debut album, Doggy Style, it was released through Death Row Records, and Dr. Dre, his production is all over the Doggy Style album. Dr. Dre is the one that discovered this artist. If it wasn't for Dr. Dre, we wouldn't have had got this artist. If it wasn't for Dr. Dre, we wouldn't have had got Eminem. If it wasn't for NWA, we wouldn't have had got Eminem. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for like same thing with Eazy-E, because just like Dr. Dre mentioned in the song Forgot About Dre that him and Eminem did together, like, yeah, he felt like people forgot about him because Dr. Dre, he's the one that brought us the Eazy-E's, the Snoop Doggs, the Eminems. I mean, even when it comes down to Ice Cube, because I mean Ice Cube, yeah, Dr. Dre and Ice Cube, they met way back before NWA had even formed. But I was just wanting to give my take on this. I was wanting to give my take on a Snoop Dogg biopic being in the works. From what I saw, the Snoop Dogg biopic is scheduled to come out next year in 2027, and I just wanted to give my take on this. This sounds pretty exciting. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure like a lot of people feel like a Snoop Dogg biopic should have already been done by now, but yeah. This is exciting. This is awesome. Snoop Dogg is a legend. Snoop Dogg is a West Coast OG. He's a West Coast rap legend. You know what I mean? Snoop Dogg, the Dog Pound. Yeah, Snoop Dogg, I mean, you can't forget about Snoop D-O-double-G. He's one of the best to ever do it. And also, too, R.I.P. to Nate Dogg. Like, Nate Dogg, he was a part of the rap group, the Dog Pound. And from my understanding, I believe that Nate Dogg is Snoop Dogg's cousin. And I do believe that Corrupt is Snoop Dogg's cousin, too. Because they all are part of the rap group, the Dog Pound, which they're actually featured on the album Doggy Style. Like, Corrupt is featured on the Doggy Style album on the song All My Niggas and Bitches. I think that's the name of the song. But yeah, Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style album, his debut album Doggy Style, that album right there is definitely an album that has like a lot of influence when it comes down to hip hop, especially when it comes to West Coast rap. When it comes down to the West Coast rap, West Coast gangster rap, Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style album definitely has a lot of influence. And yeah, Dr. Dre, his production is all over that album. And that's the thing about it too. Dr. Dre is the one that discovered Snoop Dogg. I mean, yeah, Snoop Dogg, he was signed to Suge Knight, but Suge Knight is not the one that discovered Snoop Dogg. Dr. Dre is. Even though Dr. Dre ended up leaving Death Row way before Snoop Dogg did, because that's the thing about it. Dr. Dre was actually the co-founder of Death Row Records. Yeah, like Suge Knight was like the main man of Death Row, but Dr. Dre, he was like the co-founder at the time when he was like on Death Row. But when Dr. Dre left Death Row, he ended up forming his own label, Aftermath Entertainment. But you see, when with that happening, Snoop Dogg was still on Death Row, but Snoop Dogg, he ended up leaving Death Row like a little bit after when Tupac had got killed. I'm pretty sure my fellow hip hop heads already know this. I mean, but for the ones that don't know, cause yeah, I mean everybody knows who Snoop Dogg is. Everybody has heard of Snoop D-O-double-G. Everybody knows who Snoop Dogg is, but some people may forget because watching the NWA biopic, Like, before the NWA biopic had came out, I didn't even know that Eazy-E was the one that discovered Bone Thugs and Harmony until I watched the NWA biopic Straight Outta Compton. Before the biopic came out, I didn't even know Eazy-E was the one that discovered Bone Thugs and Harmony and signed them to Ruthless. I didn't even know that Eazy-E was the one that came up with the name Thugs and Harmony, but they came up with the name Bone. Just like in the Salt and Pepper biopic, I didn't even know that Salt and Pepper, like, and Kid and Play, they was pretty much like working with the same producer, Herbie Lovebug. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that Kid and Play, Salt and Pepper, and Martin Lawrence, before they became famous, they had jobs working at a call center for Sears. I didn't even know that. See, there's even some stuff that I don't even know until I saw the biopic. But yeah, this is exciting that a Snoop Dogg biopic is definitely in the works. But yeah, my fellow Snoop Dogg fans, my fellow Snoop D-O-double-G fans, how do you feel about Uncle Snoop? How do you feel about a biopic about Uncle Snoop being in the works? Let's have a discussion about this. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. And again, my new song, my new track, my new record, my new single, Just Got Paid Again Freestyle. It's on my YouTube channel and it's also on my SoundCloud. Y'all can follow me on SoundCloud at Wally G. Let's run it up. Let's blow it up. Love y'all.